So welcome to Project Prototype Dungeon Crawler. Dungeon Crawler is a concept that I decided to go with for our FPS part of our Unity project. This was designed to be simple, a couple of enemies, collect 5 coins in a dungeon, you've completed it, well done. But for some reason it just didn't seem to work. The collection system was it was one of the first things I did. Absolutely worked fine. Then we started getting a bit more involved, with player, health, damage, swords, stuff like that. It just seemed to have fallen apart eventually because it got to a point where I didn't really know what I was doing. So when I first added the sword, that worked fine. Added the trigger system, worked fine. The player can do damage to the enemies, but for some reason the colliders for the enemies just do not work, so they just travel through walls. I thought, okay, I can fix that later. It's not a problem. It never got fixed. It never seemed to have worked. And then with that, the enemies couldn't do damage to the player. That one really weirded me out. And then the spawning system only worked once. The reset loop never worked. Yet the code is exactly the way it should be. So I had 101 problems with code just not wanting to work. These were the underlying issues that just caused more and more problems down the line. So this project is now being scrapped, and as of recording this on the 2nd of January, I have 8 days. In them 8 days, I could spend this time trying to fix it, but it might not be fixed. And I can't let myself produce something that doesn't work, so we are now going to start a new project.